is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And it is that time of month again. A new Doctor Who magazine is out, and ooh. Yeah. So this month's edition of Doctor Who magazine seems a little bit flailing. It seems like it wanted to have Suze Kempner on the cover, but then Suze Kempner came out when did she say the front person frontlining the atrocious Doomsday, and she just was absolutely awful on social media to find out, and I think she destroyed the project, right? She single-handedly destroyed the project. Who was more damaging, Suze Kempner to Doomsday or Dylan Mulvaney to Bud Light? I don't know. I mean, like, Bud Light has lost a lot more money, obviously, but I don't know. It's like they're both equally awful ideas. Anyway, so it looks like they backtracked from that idea pretty darn quickly, but there's no real polishing that turd. Then they went with a Christopher Eccleston cover. I'm always happy for a Christopher Eccleston cover. I like a bit of Christopher Eccleston. There's also this 20-30 page comic book insert. That's the only good thing about Doomsday, that Russ Leach got about 20-30 pages of work, which totally deserved, right? I was really miffed he was ousted from the regular Doctor Who magazine comic strip. You know, he put in his time with Jodie, in all fairness, and I think his work was solid as Lee Sullivan's, I have to say, that hasn't been that great at all, which is no diss on Russ. So I'm glad he got this work, right? I am glad he got this work, but this looks like a massive turd. So this review comes from my live stream. I live stream often. You can catch me on Rumble, you can catch me on Twitter, you can catch me on YouTube, obviously. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff is fantastic. Thank you for doing that. If you can head over to Rumble and subscribe to me there, that's the platform that really looks after me the most. So thank you very much for doing that. Now, let me hand over to me. When was this live stream? I don't live stream as quite as often as I was. I'm going to try and get back to it. I've been sick, but crawling back to it. So anyway, say this live stream, when was it? It comes from last night. So let me hand over to me from last night. Christopher Eccleston. Again, a cover remarkably absence of Suze Kempner. I wonder why that is. So this month we had, what's on page 52? We have 3D glasses. 60 off. Please leave me alone. That's such a lame feature. Fine. Let's see if there's anything worth reading this month. So you won't come with me. See this. Again, they choose these people because they're not white men. Jacqueline Rayner, actually somebody of talent, recommend her work. They didn't put the artist, who was, I can't remember his name, friend of the channel, on there, but we got the colorist because he's black, right? And this is everything wrong with Doctor Who right now. Lillian is a film and culture writer for publications like as Little White Lies, Sight and Sound, and Empire. She co-hosts Autism Through Cinema podcast. Why? Okay, why are we focusing to the autistic? And I don't mind, you know, things being autistic, but why? Listen, I don't know. All this looks shit to me. I'm sorry. Meet Morris. It looks like maybe it'd be good. Maybe it'd be good. It all looks shit to me. This is interesting. Fraser Hines' adaptation of Evil of the Daleks. I really might buy this. It sounds really quite good. Season 5 on vinyl at last. This looks shite. Right, 6 decades in print. You're not even sure who the Doctors are, even with their silhouettes on the cover. But yeah, this series looks absolute dog shite. 6th anniversary poll, Capaldi and Whitaker. Oh, God. Something about being able to sell digital NFTs. What's the Target Book Club? Celebrating 50 years of Target Books novelizations to be held on Sunday night. The Target Book Club will feature short talk and author panels. That sounds actually quite interesting. No, it doesn't sound bad at all. Attack of the Colin Bakers. No, that's weird. Okay. Billy Gibson literally holding this production together by herself right now. No, nice bit of artwork. Never found these that interesting. Oh, come back. So we have a 2022 interview with Lorraine. Talks about being a doctor. I remember that. This I want to see. A 1987. come back. Interview with cyber leader David Banks. Discover the stories behind classic props use of 21 episode Asylum of the Dark. That sounds interesting. Pip Madley suggests that 10 compelling reasons to watch the Invasion of the Dinosaurs. Well, okay, that's fine. Countless clips I used to oh, that's great. Doctor Who sings. That really is great. That's worth a click. That's really worth looking at. That's a nice bit of artwork. I like that. I like that. Doing. Are we going to read? I might read this on Saturday night, right? No, I'm not on Sunday night. That's what I'm next on. Or maybe I'll do it as a video for tomorrow. I'm not sure, but Russell, kind of just want you to shut up now, right? Scott Hancock, I've never seen anything interesting you've written this column, right? It's always bored me to bloody tears. 2 pages of fluff. Time and space visualizer. So Peter Davison travels from London to Scotland using power of steam. That sounds interesting. Yeah, no, honestly, I don't really see anything going on here that vaguely interests me. Okay, whatever. Bunch of people died. Ever onwards. This month in 1986, actually, so that's something I will read. That does sound kind of fun. Oh, Suze Kepner. Again, Suze. Like, you're so obviously selling yourself on your sex, and you're not that hot, right? Got lovely tits, but you're not that hot, right? This is something we will do Sunday night, right? Suze Kepner, this is hilarious, right? This is absolutely hilarious. Why would anybody in any way who's a Doctor Who fan be interested in this? Right? What's this got to do with Doctor Who, right? I don't get it. Self-deprecating Sue. She is not self-deprecating. What is she talking about? Fandom. Fine. Even the first week after the announcement, people showed up at my gigs wanting me to sign pictures. What happened on Twitter? Everybody said it was shit and you spurged out because, I don't know, you're not very professional. Just started listening to this. I find it a bit of a slog. I might well do a review of Space 1999 tonight. I haven't done that box set review yet. Again, took a bunch of pictures and destroyed the project. And I don't think he's going to be very good at this. Rush Leach, right? Rush Leach did the artwork. Good for him. That's the only good thing to come out of Doomsday. That Rush Leach got about 22 pages of work. I think 27 pages, actually. And I thought, yeah, honestly, I find putting Patrick Troughton on this a bit of an insult. I'm not interested. Nobody is, right? Nobody. Who are these people? You got Silas Carson, Jane Griffiths, and M.H. Harris. No one's interested, darling. Again, what is with this acting choice of your weird face you're making? Is that just your resting face? I just don't think you're very good, right? I don't think you've got much ability. Fine. Memory Worm with Robert Sherman. I'll actually do this as well. This I am interested to go over this bit. Juliet Bravo. That's a comic strip he wrote. Fine. Who's that? Who's at this con? London Film and Comic Con. 80 guest stars. Denny Trujillo. Like, why? Who's turning up to see any of these people? I don't know. Like, okay, Daniel Wayman, Greg Clark, Ian de Casteca, Joanna Dallas Watts. Nobody cares. Naomi Jay Ogawa, Mike Coulter. I wouldn't mind saying a little, but I wouldn't go anywhere to see him. Robert M's guy in the background in An Andor, Natalia Tina. Brian Croucher. Okay, that's what I would like to see. Okay. Adrian Rawlins, don't know who that is. Colin Baker, Matt Smith, and Seth McCoy. Yes, I would like to see them. Olivia Cook. Dolph Lundgren is kind of interesting as well. Who else we got? None of these people interest me in any way, right? Least of all, Paul Cornell. Right? God, who and why? So we'll do different streams going over the season surveys. I'm saying 7 and 9. I guess we kind of interesting, and I guess they're just going to automatically put Enemy Within in there. The Doctor's Wife, Elizabeth Richardson meets Elizabeth Morton, who discuss a new book describing her unique home life. I'm not interested. I am not interested in the slightest. Working Wonder. Now, this is interesting. Visual effects designer Peter Day passed away on 13th of March. Jonathan held his colleagues and the family. Okay, this is a sort of interesting article I think is going to be interesting. And I start reading it and I give up about half a paragraph in, right? Or maybe half a page in. I love the Mars probe, though. Again, all this old school stuff I enjoy, right? Okay. One of the greatest things the visual effects team ever did, the life-size. I would have loved to have been around the goodies when they saw that come to life. They're like, I can't believe we got them to do that, right? I would love to be around them when they saw that, when they made that happen. Quick draw. Erasmus was a storyboard artist of the forthcoming Doctor Who festive episode. I guess that's the Christmas one. The assignment required a lot of quick, loose drawing. Yeah, it's good being a storyboard artist, right? Oh, on the Jodie one, who gives a shit? Right? Ode to Target. I don't know. I mean, look, you put Jodie in there. I'm kind of not interested in any of this stuff at all. But I don't know. If you read it, you like it, good for you, I guess. Like, who's paying £50 on a cleaner robot? Really? Who is doing that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are. Fine. 60 objects, 60 years. 3D glasses from Dimension and Time. God, that was awful. Why has this never been released? The Leakley Bible, right? This should really have been released at some point. And you get bits of it in Regeneration, but like they should just have released the whole Bible. Downtime. I like Downtime, right? And I think old Victoria slightly hotter than young Victoria, right? That was her my takeaway from that. Love the Eighth Doctor's console. That is the best console room, hands down, right? And I love this game as well, Destiny of the Doctor. So here's interesting. They were back in the comic strip. So the comic strip is essentially they've. The Doctor, after regenerating, finds himself in the World Cup in 1963, and the Daleks invade, but they're not real Daleks, and he can't work out what's going on, and he's ripped out of that reality. It turns like he was in a fake reality because these people had found 12 like nearly dead Daleks and hooked them up to a virtual reality thing that was it, so people could go to different Dalek worlds and Dalek invasions with their Dalek minds running it, and so. So there are lots of different fake realities that are in, and so they do quite a nice homage to the TV21 strip in the first episode. But the Daleks are coming out of the fake reality, real reality, and they start to fall apart. They're big orangutan apes that do the maintenance for some reason. And then the Doctor leaves and he finds himself in, another Dalek reality. So, okay, then. And the Sonic 3 has been destroyed. Fact or fiction, Wheel of Space. Is this one? The episode's been found. Who knows or dares to dream? Who wrote this? Is it Alan? If it was Alan Barnes, it's probably readable. Alan Barnes, right? Yeah, if Alan Barnes, you can basically trust him. So this kind of annoys me. I got this today. I'm about something else that annoys me. I was listening to the first story, The Wizard of Time. I'm about 10 minutes into it. I haven't heard Tom Baker yet. That's the reason we buy this shit. And this is the last one of the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th of the Doctors that I'm buying with a site without having a good hook. Like Angels and Demons, how fucking generic. Can't stand it, right? And then Solid Confinement is quite. I haven't got to it yet, right? I'm about halfway through. I'm about 10 minutes in. More shit nobody's interested in. Yeah, Unit, the Volperine Death Grip. Leave me alone. I got the first box set and I said no. And oh look, it's Alana Crook. So it totally wasn't hired because she was black, right? She was totally hired because she was black. That's basically it. I have to tell you, notice this old shot, but I do like the cleavage on Yvonne Hartman, right? That does very much sell the character to me. More of that, please. Not really interested. The books and they take too long to listen to. Writer producer Mark Wright reunites the hairy-legged Highlander with the second Doctor in this month's Robert Jamie McCrimmon set. Oh. I will probably go. I'll probably go over this article when that comes out. This looks good. Oh, 1 second. This actually looks good. Amazingly. Yeah, let me grab that. It's Big Finish, I think. Big Finish. Hang on. Where is it? Because the trailer for this actually genuinely was quite exciting. Here we go. Doink. Doink. Yeah, Once and Future is the only thing that's interesting me right now from Big Finish in terms of Doctor Who. Hang on. Just download that. Here it comes. Share screen. Video file.
Finish Productions. Doctor Who. Once and Future, a genius for war.
This is Davros, calling Gallifrey. Repeat, this is Davros, calling Gallifrey.
The General, I have been appointed to conduct your briefing.
I was in the middle of something, you know. But no, pluck me out of time, drag me halfway across the universe.
Well, I'm kind of glad they did, because the ongoing, a plot thread of trying to work out what's going on had really stalled in the last episode.
Without so much as a bio leave.
We wouldn't use the time scoop to bring you here unless your presence was absolutely unavoidable.
The Dalek Emperor has accused me of treason.
I trust Davros about as far as I could throw him.
Instead, I have been incarcerated on Falcus, the first moon of Skado.
He must be desperate.
Liberate me from captivity.
I have to say, I love Terry Malloy's Davros as well, especially on audio. It really always works. There's a Davros series, which is really worth getting.
I will help you defeat the Daleks.
You think it's a trap?
I wish to be rescued by the Time Lord known as the Doctor.
So, now I know why I'm here. To save Davros.
Finally, they worked out Big Finish. They need to deliver something that people want. And lots of Daleks exterminate with Davros betraying the Daleks and to make a plot, counterplot. Yeah, this sounds like it's actually good.
Well, let's get going, shall we?
Dalek units to disembark and secure Falcus Moon.
The Matrix has predicted the Time War can only end with mutual extinction. You can appreciate that we are eager to avoid that outcome.
The Matrix can be wrong.
The Matrix predicted the war.
The TARDIS passed through a temporal breach.
I offer you the means to end the Time War.
Yeah, this just seems in character for Davros. I love it. Putting him next to the Seventh Doctor in the Time War, which this conceit of the degeneration really works.
I offer you victory.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
Your appearance corresponds with the Time Lord known as the Doctor. You are the enemy of the Daleks.
It's the first line on my CV. Current employment. The oncoming storm.
Yeah, that's good. That for me, it's a recommend. I know people are saying the episodes are too slight. I disagree, because I think it's much more of a sum of its parts, right? I think the overall, so you get to dip into just pure Doctor Who nostalgia, which I think works nicely. Yeah, I've never really got the sufficient data thing. I'm glad the guy's got work, but okay. Yeah, I'm not buying this, not buying that. Whatever you can do to hide Suze Kepner, right? This was the cover. I do like these prints that you get. £10 for this piece of shit. How much did they have the price on the cover? $10.99. Bloody hell! Because everybody's got tons of money. I do like these posters they're doing for the poll winners. So now we get this supplemental 4 hours of Tuesday. Again, I'm really happy Russ Leach got the work, right? Because I thought it was really kind of shit that he was bumped from the main strip to be placed by Lee Sullivan. But why do I care about this character? So we got 4 stories. I think they're all in. So target selected, story 1. Yeah, so she's got death. Little death is coming after me. How? What is this? It's so stupid. It's got nothing to do with Doctor Who, right? So now they're in the Colin Baker convention. And there's some auction thing going on, I think. But whatever. Then Cybermen show up. I don't know. Again, what is this? Like, she's supposed to be the greatest assassin ever. The deadlier assassin. What is with this feminist fragility? That they can't be anything other than the bestest bloody ever. And no one's interested. Like, oh, I gotta run from death. I'm off again on the run from death. My ordeal won't be over until I find the doctor. Our ordeal won't be over until you just fuck off. This is shit beyond shit. Oh, leave me alone. So let's have a look. How many pages would I actually want to read in this month? I mean, I'm going to read a bunch because I'm going to use it for material. But like, okay, I'll read Letter from Showrunner. Voice of, again, all the Doomsday stuff is so I can take the piss out of it, and I will do that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'll read that. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not interested in Target books. I already read the comic strip. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wheel in Space. Nah, not really. Reviews not that. Yeah, look. Seems pretty thin for a tenner to me. I hate to tell you. I think maybe if Suze came along and offered a hand job with it, she might get more sales, right? It might work out better for her. I have to say, this issue of Doctor Who magazine, without reading it, to me, does not look like a recommend, right? Does not look like a recommend at all. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.